Hi everyone, and welcome to this reading for the new moon in Cancer on June 10th. This is Fire Moon. I'm so happy to be back. It's been a while. There were lots of things I had to sort through in my life, but all good things, of course, just very busy. But I am back here for the foreseeable future with lots of content planned for the near and far future. So I hope some of you are coming back. Maybe, hopefully you stuck around. If not, I hope this finds you again somehow. So I have 4 piles for you to choose from, and the question here is, what area of your life or what thing should you be focusing on and setting intentions for this new moon in Cancer? So here's pile number 1, 2, 3, 4. For the first one, I have this beautiful amethyst crystal. Second one, this black tourmaline, I think it is, and with some other stuff there, or maybe just by itself, not sure. This crystal quartz. And this stone, which I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's this white, beautiful, sparkly stone. So take a second to pick your pile, and I will get started with pile number 1. Okay, those who chose the first amethyst, here are your cards for what area of your life is highlighted for this new moon in Cancer. Okay, so you have the North Node, which is life's purpose, and Rose Zircon, integrity, and the numbers 41 and 28 are there. I don't know if those are meaningful for you. 28, adding up to a 10 or a 1, and 41 adding up to 42, maybe 6. So, wow. Okay, so this is a very intense thing, right? When you say, oh, yeah, set intentions for your entire life purpose. Okay, that might seem a little bit intimidating. If you don't already know about this, check out your North Node placement in your birth chart. You can calculate this very easily by just doing a very simple birth chart. Just put in all your birth information and you'll get it online, and you can see what it is. You can just Google what it means. So what I'm really getting for this is that, so with the North Node, you are being encouraged in this life to embrace the energy of the sign that dominates your North Node, as opposed to the South Node, which will always be in the opposite sign, right? So you come into this life supposedly having already developed pretty natively to you the characteristics of your South Node. So your purpose, or rather your job, spiritually speaking, is to embrace the lesson of the North Node. And what's coming in with this is, with the North Node thing, is integrity, right? So it is to your soul's benefit that you would be nurturing the energies of the North Node rather than something else that is not tied to your soul purpose. So if you've been spending time on things, on activities, on jobs, on people who are not, or who don't feel tied to your soul, or who aren't connected deeply to you, then this is your gentle nudge from the universe to set some plans in motion exactly for the long spiritual path. I mean, with the Hierophant here and the Page of Pentacles, that's a perfect kind of explanation of that. Every journey, spiritual journey or life purpose journey begins with this very small first step, this very almost mundane first step of writing things down, brainstorming, doing a bunch of lists, doing whatever works for you that helps you uncover what it really is you should be doing, what really stirs your soul and your heart and your passion. With the Two of Wands, this is exactly a card of planning. So quite literally, this is a perfect new moon card, because it's asking you to set that first kind of flag in the ground in the area in which you feel called by your soul to do so. So let's see if you can get any other information. What is this integrity about? So yeah, I'm definitely sensing that You might have been spending time on activities that are killing your passion or the time that you can devote to your true soul journey. Six of Swords, you're moving away from this old way of being or this old way of existing, and this is a great opportunity to just sit around, figure out, brainstorm ways in which to do it. And of course, with death here, we have the need for complete and almost total transformation of being and self so that you are able to do this. And as I am saying this, there is a huge spider crawling on this desk. Instead of freaking out and screaming, I'm going to take this as a sign that this is a process of weaving the tapestry of your soul and your soul journey. It is a long process. It begins with the first step, like if a spider just, gave up from the beginning on weaving their complicated webs. It all really starts with just one tiny string. So thank you, spider, for this weird message. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. So this process of knowing yourself, of reaching this full emotional maturity where you're actually able, see how the heart is highlighted here? I was just talking about what really stirs your heart and your true passion. This is what you're trying to figure out. What is it that makes your job or your everyday life or existence not feel like it is a job, like you're doing something mundane or like you're wasting energy or that you feel drained by what you're doing? What is that thing? So this is a good time, this new moon, to just simply get started on this journey. Just take that first step. It might seem a long and daunting journey, right? With this Hierophant, it's really like you're kind of a cloaked, hooded figure here. Like you don't know exactly where you're going. It's a pretty mysterious process. It's meant to be cloaked and veiled. You're not always aware of where fate is going to lead you, but you have to trust. See how the first two cards, the faces, of these individuals are kind of cloaked or obscured. So you might feel like you don't currently know what this purpose is, or you don't know yourself fully in order to make this any sort of choice in any directions or to take the first step at all. But see how he's like reaching for this coin? He's doing it anyway. And simply the process of doing that will reveal to you, there's an eye on this, kind of an Egyptian looking eye on this simple process of striving for it, of just setting the intention to go on this journey will help reveal this to you, because it would have energetically just set the dominoes in motion for this whole process and this whole kind of cause and effect of you simply following the path one step at a time. So let's see if there is any other advice for you. Should have gotten those cards out earlier. Wow, too many. Okay, that's the one, I guess. Wow. Abracadabra with wings. Fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. Great. So you are definitely divinely guided on this journey, and you're supported on this path of discovering what is really meant for you and what is supposed to be part of your true soul journey. Let's see if we can get a further message about it. Totally realized I pronounced that super weird. Abracadabra, I guess, is the way to say that. Huh. Yeah, so the other message I'm hearing with that is that no amount of kind of mundane security that comes from doing something that is potentially more stable than the thing that you feel like you should be doing, but that is draining your energy, will make you as happy as the true stability and abundance that will come from you following and fulfilling your true purpose. Herald of change. Wow. Okay, so definitely this is a time for you to switch gears and simply set the intention, make the active choice to choose a different path and be open to the unknown and to the highest and most kind of just intense path ahead for you, or whatever that calling is that you feel you should be following, no matter how like potentially daunting it seems. It is a path filled with blessings, with luck, with divine guidance, and that will bring the absolute ultimate fulfillment. So at the bottom of the deck here we have stranger curiosity. So don't be afraid to delve into the unknown. It will have so many more blessings than dangers or anything else that is potentially dark. So that's your reading, pile number 1. I hope that helps. Leave a comment below if you feel like it, like the video if this resonated, and I hope to see you back here. Thanks. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. So this is for those of you who chose this black tourmaline with the kind of pyrite looking gold in it. So let's see, which area of your life should you be focusing on this new moon in Cancer on June 10th? You have sun, spirit, and rose quartz, love and compassion. Wow, that is so nice. So this is a very gentle message about taking care of yourself, your true being, the core of who you really are, and kind of, yeah, just going back to the core of who you really are through just some nice relaxation, some nice compassion, and simply by just being. So it's about a process of authenticity and loving yourself through discovering or rediscovering that authenticity, or the next kind of level of it within you. So that's a very beautiful message. Let's see what this is about. Actually, I want to use a different deck for you. Okay, so what is this reading about? What should you be focusing on for the full moon? I mean, not the full moon, the new moon in Cancer. Which intentions should you be setting? I get the feeling that really this is about setting the intention to take more time for yourself and for the things that truly connect to your heart and that make you feel happy and secure and safe and protected and loved. Wow, okay. With a Judgment and 6 of Cups, this is... well, with love and compassion there, this could also be about a reunion of some sort with someone from your past. The Fool. Wow, interesting. Don't know if I want this to be a sort of hijacked love reading that happens sometimes. 2 of Pentacles. The way I'm going to really interpret this is, let's just get one more card. The Emperor. Let me just meditate on these for a second. I'm not really doing reversals. Aside from the clear message that came through with some sort of reconnecting to a soulmate from the past, or just a soulmate in general, it doesn't have to even mean that there was ever physical separation necessarily, but just about kind of calling in a soulmate. That's, yeah, I'm getting 2 messages here. Okay. First one is, this is quite literally about you calling in a soulmate or a soul tribe, really, with these cards. It's about, with the Sun card and love and compassion, who can really match you, match your frequency, your true soul blueprint and type and the true degree of your energy and your frequency and your authenticity, who can really join you in that, in this beautiful kind of process of co-creation or experience of co-creation. So just simply focus on your own energy and on your frequency, and just kind of, I want to say, this is Cancer season, so it's all about like bathing, basking, just existing in beautiful water, gentle, watery energy. It's all about like being home by some sort of, fire. Okay, it's really hot right now, but just being home, relaxing in a nice, cozy environment, right? But just like be with yourself, be with your energy, with your true frequency, your authentic frequency. Just kind of bask in it and simply let it flow all around you, kind of like emanate. I'm getting this glowing kind of imagery around you. Just simply let that be. Nurture it in the present moment, and by simply just tending to that, loving it and respecting it and honoring it, you will be glowing this beautiful, like kind of new, renewed sort of way. With the Fool, this could also be like a sort of inner child a situation, where you're just kind of rediscovering this inner child and letting go of, we have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, letting go of any sort of ego-related issues where you felt like you had to hide or run away from yourself, or hide from others, or hide your true self from others, where you felt like you had to juggle between who you really are and who you think you should be projecting yourself as in the real world, like as this sort of emperor who is either trying to control others' visions of them, or trying to control others because that's the way, one can gain power today, or who has the burden of being accountable for others, for so many, or who is so responsible for taking care of many others. This is a very Cancerian theme I'm feeling. Simply letting yourself sink into that renewed sort of inner child purity and authentic version of your frequency. And once you do that, and I guess my two different messages that I'm seeing are totally interconnected. When you do that, you simply just attract the same kind of energy towards you. So definitely this new moon is a great opportunity, and I really encourage you to do this, to just be with yourself, notice who you are, nurture and nourish your truly native energy, and simply sit with it. And when you do that, you will magnify this energy and send it out into the universe, so that it attracts to you all this beautiful love and compassion, and just in general gentleness, and such a beautiful, nurturing, like Cancerian energy from this. This is so nice, in a way that really just makes you feel so happy and loved. Oh, this is such a nice message. So instead of like going out there with the spreadsheets and the list and I'm going to do this and this and this, and these are my goals for next month and for next year, this is actually a message that's kind of totally the opposite. It's just sit with yourself and notice who you really are. Notice how it feels to get back to that place of innocence, purity, simplicity, where you don't have to feel like you're controlling everything or everyone, or you're taking care of everything or everyone, or you're trying to control your self-image or anything like that. Just be with yourself. And I promise you that that will be the most powerful thing you can do right now. It will simply attract to you the very same, just magnetically. That is so nice. So let's see if there's any other advice for you. And if you hear weird sounds, those are a family of skunk that have decided to create a home in my backyard. So that's cool. Anyway, any advice for you this new moon in Cancer? It is such a beautiful message. Any advice for you? Well, okay. Oh, it's so cute. Fairy magic. Respectfully work with the fairies to achieve your goals. Oh, that is adorable. Love it. So yeah, it might be nice to go into nature and yeah, just engage that inner child sort of fantasy. That's exactly what this is about. Just be a little playful. Yeah, if you want to get lost in a sort of fantasy world, like this girl kind of looks like Alice in Wonderland when she got really big. I don't know, reminds me of that. And that's a great thing for you to do. It would really heal a lot within yourself. And if you really do believe in fairies and that sort of thing, sure, do a little fairy spell. Look it up online. There's plenty of stuff. So let's see, any other advice for you for this new moon in Cancer? And this just feels like so beautifully childish, not in a like immature way, but just in a very pure, innocent, lovely sort of way. Like just playfulness is such a beautiful thing for you right now. Jeweled web connectivity 32 adds up to a 5. Don't know if that's significant. Maybe it is. There was also 27 on this card, which adds up to a 9 potentially. So 27, 9, 32, 5. Maybe those numbers are important for you. Connectivity. So yeah, I mean, this really goes back to the initial message of being just simply like kind of emanating the energy you want to attract, because once you do, you simply are setting in motion all these little different kind of spidery connections in the universe, and there will be this kind of highlighted, lit pathway between you and the thing that you want to attract, and it will just literally kind of like stream down towards you. This is really what this is about. And this is also, I mean, like, that is so magical and beautiful. It's just more of this kind of playful, like very Wonderland sort of atmosphere. So yeah, maybe watch a fantasy movie or something, or do some of that. So, and at the bottom of the deck, look what beautiful little cute card we have. Benefactor, grace and generosity. So more cuteness, more little tiny animals, more little like feelings of the inner child. Okay, these skunk are definitely doing some crazy things out there. And a feeling, once again, of like love and compassion and true partnership and being happy in it. That is such a nice reading. I hope you all have a beautiful new moon. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much for being here. If you feel like it, if this resonated, leave a comment below, like the video, share, subscribe, and I hope to see you back here in the future. Thanks. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So for those of you who picked the crystal quartz, this is your reading. So what should you be focusing on for the new moon in Cancer? And wow, okay. We have lunar eclipse, change, and protection. Wow. Okay, so for you, this lunar energy will definitely be very pronounced. And we have 43, which adds up to 7, and then we have another 7 here. So 7 is definitely a number of potential change, inward change, I want to say. Of course, it is also a number of healing, many other things, but for you, this lunar eclipse will definitely be very pronounced, or just this lunar phase, I want to say. We did have a lunar eclipse recently. I'm not sure actually when the next one is, so you might want to Google that, check it out. So let's see what this is about. I kind of feel like using a different deck than the one I anticipated for you. I am going to use, my Gothic tarot, because it feels very Gothic here with protection and change. So this is about you integrating some sort of new path, new goal, new sort of approach to life, to your goals in the recent past. Integrating it within yourself and understanding your new kind of phase that you're in right now. Let's see what this is about. Bloodstone protection. Yeah, basically what I'm sensing actually is that a lot of maybe those who are watching this file are trying to work with some magic or trying to do more. Okay. Trying to do some alchemical magical work here. Or maybe trying to even like kind of change your appearance or something like that. I'm feeling very interesting messages. Definitely the idea of change is really being highlighted here. Okay, I see it. This is definitely a reading about manifestation. Maybe manifesting prosperity as well around you. Ooh, okay. Very interesting. So let's see what this is about. Just take a drink quickly. There's definitely a lot of strong feminine energy in this reading. We have 4 women in these cards. Well, actually we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 women. And if you count these 2, then lots of women or feminine figures. Yeah, wow, there's lots of different types of messages that I'm getting. One is to do with transforming the self actively through some sort of manifestation. You've already begun this process of manifesting or of setting this intention in this area of your life, whether this is anything to do with identity, with where you are in the world, like career, even to do with appearance. I'm really getting that. Like if you're manifesting a certain look right now or just simply changing your appearance, it's actually a pretty good time for that astrologically. So it's as long as, you know, you do it in a way that is honoring to you. So there's this sort of epiphany that you've had in the recent past where you realize like what it is you actually really want. And it all became very accessible to you, or you realize that it's all very possible for you to achieve or to manifest or to just simply materialize, because the 4 of Pentacles is all about what you can bring about in the material. And you've been kind of guarded about this. Like you've kind of kept to yourself about what it is you want to change or transform in your life, whether it's about you or how you relate to others or how things are happening in your life or what you want to create in terms of events or structures in your life. And you are in a beautifully empowered place right now with the 9 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles here. I mean, this is just double the strong, stable, feminine energy of kind of being in your power, being beautiful, being in charge of who you are, from appearance to self-expression, to investments, to career, to relationships. This is a card of being, I mean, this is the like quintessential single and happy card. That it doesn't necessarily have to mean that you are single, but it just means that you're very, very powerfully self-sufficient at this moment. And I'm getting this sense of lots of luxury surrounds you right now, or you're trying to manifest luxury into your life, and you have the full capacity to do that. Okay, and you are protected in this process. With the 6 of Pentacles here, there is a moving away from a sort of old way where you felt like you had to work very hard to do these sorts of things. Now, I mean, I'm really getting the sense that you're doing lots of manifestation work, or just even some sort of spells or magic for those of you who are into that. And it seems that you've kind of found some sort of like shortcut as to how you can achieve these goals. So yeah, this new moon is a great time to kind of just get all of these intentions sorted and to just kind of calmly work on organizing them, and to just pick which one of them, or which one of them you really want to work on right now, because I get the sense that there's probably more than one thing that you're trying to manifest or transform in your life. The one advice I do have is, if you are doing any sort of like very deep meditation, astral projection, any of that, make sure that you're doing it in a safe way, that you're cleansing your auric field, your energy, that you have lots of good protective crystals around, all of that sort of stuff. Because anytime this card comes up, or any kind of protection card comes up, it's warning you not to delve too deeply into the super mystical without sort of protection around you. And even manifestation work, even if this has absolutely nothing to do with spells or magic or any of that, it could very well take a toll on you just energetically if you're so intense about these goals, or just setting these intentions in motion. But you are in a beautiful, protected, abundant, luxurious place right now. So you absolutely have the possibility and the potential to manifest it fully, as you know. You probably know that already. With the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck, this is definitely, and the Three of Wands, look at that. You've already set your sights on this goal. You've already figured out what it is. That's pretty clear. And you've set the foundation now. And you're kind of already starting to enjoy it. Don't second guess that. You have the room. You have the possibility to enjoy it already. Do take breaks, however, when you're working on this, just not to burn yourself out. So let's see if there's any other advice for you. This new moon in Cancer, what is this about here? What is this bringing for you? What should you be focusing on? Okay. Oh my God. See, this kind of stuff keeps happening to me lately, and I'm just done. I'm done. Okay, Philosopher's Stone. Powerful manifestation of wishes and goals. Oh my God. What have I just been saying for this entire reading? Now this proves that tarot is real and the magic is real, and you all already know that. I know that. Very interesting. And the other thing I was going to say is, with the Four of Wands, that indicates a powerful sort of partnership potentially, and some sort of union with another person. And I was going to say that one remaining thing that's kind of maybe missing in your life right now, if you are this like happy and single and prosperous and abundant person already, is this like kind of partnership that helps you, or that just joins you in this process of manifesting. And look what we have on the bottom: love charm, attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner. Very interesting. So let's see if there's any other indication or advice for you on this full moon. Yep, you are manifesting away. It is a very powerful time for you. You can use this energy absolutely towards your benefit. Congratulations for reaching this point in your life. Oh, I cannot shuffle all of a sudden. Some of these are pretty new decks. Okay, lost in space, needing direction. So going back to the protection messages, make sure that you are taking these breaks so that you don't take things too far, especially if you're doing some powerful or regular meditations. Don't overdo it, because you actually don't need it right now. It would just kind of create more static for you at this point. So you totally don't need to do as much of that. Make sure that you are protected if you're doing any like sort of energetically powerful manifestation work, where you're just using a lot of your willpower, or just in general energy, whether it's magical or not. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks so much for watching pile number 3. If that resonated, please leave a comment below. Like the video, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I hope to see you back here. Thanks, bye. Hi, pile number 4. So for those of you who picked the sparkly white stone, this reading is for you. So what area of your life should you be focusing on for this new moon in Cancer in July? And what intention should you be setting? Okay, so we have Libra, my balance, and turquoise. I can't speak. I can't pick one way of pronouncing it. Turquoise or turquoise, whichever language you desire. So friendship, it says for this card. Very interesting. I get a very Libran energy from this card as well, actually. So you have a 19, potentially adds up to a 10 or a 1. And you have a 36, which also adds up to a 10. Or actually, no, I can't count. A 6, I was thinking of. Anyway, so that's very interesting. You have 9, 10. Definitely some sort of process of completion happening for you here, or some sort of, calling in a partnership or a soulmate or something like that. And it can be romantic, it cannot be romantic, but the whole idea is a partnership, a connection, a relationship that is based on equality. Let me shuffle these properly and hold the deck upright. That would be useful and helpful. So what is happening for you? 4 of Cups. Okay, so you might have felt like you are in this rut, or just this place that feels pretty, that's too many cards, let me just shuffle a little bit more, that feels pretty stagnated at the moment, like kind of like lots of passion missing from your life. Yeah, exactly, like what you're wishing for is this sort of thing, but in a way that's based on mutual trust, respect, and equality, because anytime Libra shows up, it's all about wanting equality and honesty and fairness in relationships. The 8 of Pentacles, you've been kind of working on other projects right now. You've been focused on things that you can't control, things that are more mundane in your life, and you're wondering, like, when is this going to happen? When is this relationship or this friendship or this connection that's beautiful and equal going to happen? So 7 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. So let's see if I can get another card for those other two, just a clarifier. I just want one more card, not 3, not 4, and as I say that, everything falls out. Cool. Just one more clarifying card for the last 2. Yeah, lots of kind of disappointment or simply lack of opportunity for connection here. I mean, also what I'm noticing is, look at these 2 cards and how similar they are. Wow. I mean, in both there's kind of angelic imagery and a sort of very interesting, like just nurturing sort of compassion and, I don't know, gentleness, like the way they're holding each other. Even though one person's kind of like lower than the other, we're talking all about equality here. It's all about really give and take here, and you feel like you maybe have always been the one giving in relationships, and that no one has ever really done the same for you. So you're wondering, like, when is this going to come? So that's what it's clear to me that that's what you're focused on right now. So, well, I'm not sure so far what the advice is here, but okay, I think I get it. So you're being told to keep going on this path, even though you feel kind of like this guy over here. He's pretty bored with life, pretty disappointed, pretty just so much ennui there, right? None of these options around him. I mean, there seems to be a sort of celebration around. There seems to be abundance, enjoyment, but he's having none of it. Like, you've kind of become desensitized to life. And you want this, you want the passion, you want the glowing, like, romance and the sparkliness and the feelings of, like, shimmeriness around you. But all you've really been doing and given the opportunity to do is work, right? Yeah, and it feels like this process, like, when is this seed going to grow? This is really what this card is about. Am I always going to have to be alone. Like, getting the sense that also like your only option right now, because there's just so few around you that you find connected to your soul or that really stir in you this passion, is looking at the past. But the past is, well, first of all, it's no longer there, but it's not going to give you more satisfaction if you look at it. There's nothing new that can come of it unless it does, and whether it does. I know that's the whole conundrum, that's the whole esoteric thing. The only thing you can really do is keep going. The Ace of Pentacles is just telling you to work more, and I know that's such an annoying message right now, maybe, but at the bottom of the deck we have the Fool. Just trust the process, trust the universe, trust that. Look at this beautiful, I love this card in this deck. The Knight of Pentacles, where the woman's kissing the Knight's hands. This person that you want. I do sense very strong feminine energy for whoever's watching. For a lot of you who are watching, of course, that doesn't have to mean anything related to gender, but I'm just getting the sense that you're like, oh, are there any like good, divine masculines out there, whatever? Yes, that is, there are honorable, gentle, beautiful people who want equal partnership with you and who are willing to give you that. And when you do find that, it's going to be this like moment that you feel so blessed, where you feel like you're so grateful for their true and their good heart. And you just have to trust that this is coming to you, that this process where you're working constantly and that's all you're doing is gearing you towards this union, this beautiful divine union. And it is, well, the reason you have to work so hard is because you do want to be in this place of self-sufficiency and abundance where you're simply just already happy and fulfilled when you come into this union, rather than feeling like you're lacking anything and wanting to be given or to fall into some situation where you just kind of stumble across magic and romance. You can have that right now, right here. It is around you. You just kind of have to start recognizing the things, the mundane things. I mean, this guy is like kind of actively ignoring the magic and the lamplights and the good wine maybe and all of that. He just doesn't want to take it anymore because he's like sick of the journey. But the journey will only really move forward once you start making the choice to recognize this sort of magic around you, or what is already there. And as you notice it, as you focus on the good, you attract more of it and you magnify it and it comes to you. So this is a message to trust the universe. So maybe, for this new moon in Cancer, make a list of all the things that you are grateful for, the things that already make you happy. And that way you'll be on your way to creating more abundance in life. So let's see. Fire, the element of fire heralds new life and positive transformation. So yeah, it's like it seems that you are kind of lacking this passion in your life right now, or the fire that you used to have, or the trust or the hope or the belief that you used to have in these old dreams. But look at what's at the bottom of the deck. Star. The silver energy of a star brings good luck and serendipity. So the magic is there. You just have to choose to recognize it and to believe that there will always be more of it, and that as soon as you focus on it and start nurturing it, it will grow like 1,000-fold. So let's see if there's any other advice for you for the new moon in Cancer. Okay, that's a lot of cards. I just want a single card. Please, any advice for you? Okay. It's such a funny card. The galactic mushroom, the divine matrix. Okay. Yeah, so things are happening in this divinely mysterious sort of way, this divinely drugged sort of way. I'm sorry, it's just very like Alice in Wonderland caterpillar energy here. So you might not always understand why things are happening the way they are, but they're all like connected for the higher good, believe it or not. I know I'm starting to use tea towel statements, but if you just kind of try to link up to that inner innocent trust in the process, And to recognize even like the silliness, the silly kind of magic around you. Like start, humor might be a good way to get you to start feeling that fire, that passion, that hope again, that belief, to get you out of this rut that you've been stuck in. Just simply having fun with friends, like reconnecting with friends that you've been so focused on, I think, most of you, on manifesting this love relationship, that maybe you've just disconnected yourself from those around you who are already there, right? So it's a good time to also spend with friends, and the loved ones who are already there. So those are your messages, pile number 4. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, please leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, all of that. And I hope to see you back here again later. Thanks so much. Bye.